Check that. As always, all of the tarot decks that I'm using, along with the meaning of their placement in this reading, is listed in the top comment below this video. Now, this is a general reading, so the information and messages that come through may or may not personally resonate with you and your ex, okay? So keep that in mind. So these here are major arcana, and I've added this element into the reading. This here is going to look at why you are still hung up on your ex, or why you're having a hard time letting go, why it still haunts you, because, you could be moved on with somebody else, but there's just still a part of you that aches for your ex and you don't know why. It's different for everybody, as this is general, and you guys are the 7th reading that I'm doing, and it's been a interesting mixed bag so far with the other signs. So let's see what comes through for Gemini. Reflection. Another sign got this, and at the moment it evades me. So you cross watchers, if you know which sign also received this as the reason why they can't let go, please comment, because oh my gosh, it's like I can't remember, and I just recorded the first 6 videos like, I don't know, 2.5 hours ago, so it wasn't that long ago, my goodness. Anyways, Gemini, what this is telling you is the reason why you are having a hard time letting go. Oh, I believe it was Aquarius. Yes, it came to me. Aquarius also received this. Thank you, universe. You need to look at your situation with your ex, what happened, why you guys broke up, all of it, because there are elements that you've missed, that you're not seeing. There's lesson and understanding in that situation that you've yet to incorporate into your beingness. And so once that work is accomplished, then this connection that you feel so strong, the gravity that keeps pulling you back in towards the ex, will dissipate. And if you and your ex are intended to have another romantic union together in this lifetime, that's for another reading, another time. What this is saying is right now you need to focus on coming into a new perspective about your relationship with your ex, why it ended, and all of that. That is the key to your freedom, okay? So I'm going to pull some energy oracle to look at how you are experiencing the breakup and the separation from your ex, and how your ex is experiencing the breakup and separation. Man, if I could shuffle. This has come out for several signs. Gemini, you are all over the place inside about the ex. You, I'm going to say, are anything but over it, okay? You are kind of like in the midst of the emotional storm that comes with any sort of breakup and separation from somebody that we really care about. So inside of you, there is a storm of brewing, like you are not settled at all. So it's no wonder this reflection hasn't taken place. You're still trying to filter through all the emotions that have overcome you from this breakup and separation. Garden in the gate. Okay, so Gemini, what this is saying here, this card, is you, in a sense, are keeping yourself trapped and tied to this emotional instability, and I don't want to say lack of introspection about the situation, because I don't think that's the right way to explain this, but you're keeping yourself guarded, you're keeping yourself cut off, you're not allowing yourself to move forward. This girl stands inside this garden and there's a locked gate, but around her neck is the key, okay? She can leave this garden at any time she wants to, and I feel like the key around her neck for you, Gemini, is coming into this new perspective about this situation with your ex. Honest to God. And that will settle your emotions as well. How your ex is feeling? Well, they are either relying on their faith to get them through, or it's some sort of belief that they have, or they have a support system of family or friends that they're relying on. Potentially, any one of those things I just mentioned might have something to do with why you guys parted, okay? And then adjacent possibilities, alright, that's not good. So, I get the sense here, Gemini, the Geminis I'm reading for is many of you, I think, got burned by the ex, okay? Because we have adjacent possibilities, and then the Temple Path is a spiritual card, but it's also talking about the different advice that we receive from people in our life, okay? So I feel as though there was some interference in your relationship from outside influences or sources. And that's what caused the breakup here. And to take that a step further, for some of you with the adjacent possibilities, it's like you got left for somebody else, or you were cheated on, something along those lines. And based on the two energies here, you are definitely in January of 2018 going through a lot more emotional turmoil and heartache than I think maybe your ex is experiencing. Not to say your ex doesn't love you or miss you, but it looks like they're occupied with something else, like another person, or they're just it's their friends and family, and that's just all they're interested in, or they're something about their religion or belief system, and that's just like where they're focused, okay? And with this reflection being why you're still hung up, again, you need to rise above the emotional storm that you are experiencing because of whatever happened here, and allow yourself to come into new perspective and, really consider what you've learned, okay, and not from a negative standpoint, but once the emotions of anything really settle down, you come into such clarity and you understand why something didn't work out, or you realize how the red flags were there the whole time and you just chose to ignore them. Things like that. That's what this card's about. And once you come to that space, things will just change. Wow. Yeah, some of you, you're really, really missing your ex. Like, you're just not settled about them at all. So, I'm going to pull a card for your energy specifically and your ex energy. Yeah, you're really just trying to ride this out. You're just kind of hanging on and trying to ground yourself. I don't want to say in nature. For some of you, it is nature, but for others of you, it's like you give up in a sense. Not that you want things to go this way, but it's like you're just trusting the forces of the universe in a sense that this is just going to play out how it's going to play out at this point. Yeah, and this here, your ex is keeping secrets from you, okay? And see, there's this key here, another key Perhaps that's what's preventing you from totally letting go, is your ex isn't telling you the whole story. Maybe they are keeping a different relationship they're in from you, or they're not telling you the whole truth about how they really feel or why they ended the relationship, something along those lines. But I feel like your ex doesn't need to tell you anything, okay? They don't hold the magic key to set you free, even though you might perceive that. You, through your reflection and introspection, you're going to figure it all out anyways on your own. Like, you don't need your ex to tell you anything. So if you've been waiting on that to make a decision or whatever, don't even, because you don't need them to tell you the truth or give you closure. Like, you're just going to come into the knowing all on your own, and you're going to see it all for what it is. And, with the nature card coming out, that's how it's going to play out. Like, that's what's going to happen. So you truly have the key around your neck, to set yourself free. Your ex, they're not the key. They don't have the information, even though you think they do. And I definitely feel like they are keeping a lot from you, because that's the element of this card. That's the energy of that card right there. So let's pull some tarot cards to get a better feel of how this energy plays out and what's going on here. And if you're curious, I am recording these on Christmas Eve, so, oh, look at that. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Just want to put that out there. And yes, I happily choose to record these on Christmas Eve and keep me out of the kitchen, keep me out of all the duty that comes with Christmas. Like, I raised many children, so I enjoy the holiday of going and enjoying a meal somewhere else these days. Okay, so this card wanted to fly out. This is the Four of Wands. This is talking about great instability between the two of you in January. If we're broken up, I'm not surprised to see that. Palace of Cups. However, there is going to be some emotional balancing and release that takes place here. And based on these cards, I feel like that's mainly for you, Gemini. And also with this, come into your emotions. Truly accept them for what they are. If you're angry, if you're feeling hateful, if you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling betrayed, all of it. Allow yourself to feel that, accept it for what it is, and be like, yeah, that hurts, yeah, that was unfair, yeah, that was wrong. Like, when you give yourself the permission to truly feel what you feel and think what you think, it's very liberating, it's very empowering, because it doesn't matter how strong you are, what you have, who you are, every single one of us feels emotional pain. Every single one of us is going to experience a broken heart, okay? There's no shame in it. So allow yourself to feel the emotions that you are going through right now, even if you're like, oh my God, I just don't even want to deal with this, because that is the key to set you free. Ace of Pentacles reversed. So, any sort of communication with your ex, I feel like there's false promises here. And that's kind of something you've been dealing with. If you're still seeing your ex, it's like on again, off again, but you're never really fully committed. They are, again, they're keeping things from you. They're giving you false promises. They're being flaky. They're not following through. This is not a new beginning to your romance in January 2018, so far with the cards that have come out. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, you are going to be waiting for that, and this follows that Ace of Coins reversed. So it's like you're putting in all this work, you're trying to reconcile or whatever, but I just feel like you're going to be waiting. Like it's kind of a fruitless endeavor at this point in January, at least. Like, based on these cards, Gemini, you should really be focused on you and healing you and allowing yourself to filter through all of these emotions, you know, that you are experiencing because of whatever has happened here. Two of Wands, yes, it's a choice. It's a choice that you must make. Palace of Swords reversed. You know, with the Palace of Cups here and the Palace of Swords reversed, some of you, Gemini, it could be a water sign that is your ex that you're dealing with. And, because the Swords is the Palace that is reversed and the Cups is the Palace that is upright, again, I feel like you're kind of the one experiencing this in a much heavier way. Now, that's not to say that at some point your ex is not going to be missing you like you're missing them and going through all this turmoil, because karma works in very funny ways, I will tell you that, okay? But for whatever reason, right now, it's you. You're the one carrying the weight and really feeling this breakup much more intensely. And you need to make the choice of just kind of letting go and letting nature play itself out. Just letting whatever happens, happens. Whatever be, shall be. Making that choice to let go. You're no longer going to hang on and wait for anybody. Okay? So let's take a look and get some more information. Wedding, interesting. Children, free yourself. Wow. So for some of you, Gemini, it was somebody you were married to, you have children with, like you have the whole family thing going on. That must be what these two homes are about here. And now we're separated, or you had to move out of your home, something along those lines. But to let all of this go, and that might be why it's really jacking you up, is like you have everything invested into this, some of you. Like this was your husband or wife. You guys have children together. But with Free Yourself, Gemini, it's time to really let this go. And I'm not saying that this relationship can never reconcile. Okay, one general tarot reading could never tell you that. Alright, that's just, it's just general. This is not your personal life and storylines. So, but based on these cards, it doesn't really look like January's the month that it comes back together, if that's what your destiny is with your ex, okay? January is not the month for that. It's time for you to be apart from this particular romantic partnership for whatever reason, for whatever is pertinent to your life journey personally. So others of you, maybe you believed that this ex was somebody you were going to marry and have children with. You guys could have even been engaged and they could have just boned out last minute, and you're left like wondering, well, what the hell even happened here, okay? Again, because we see the falsity kind of repeated throughout this reading, some of you, this ex really played with your head, really played with your mind, really led you to believe like that you guys were serious, you were the real deal, you were going to get married, you were going to have children, you were going to have the house, like all of it, and just to kind of like drop you on your ass in the end. And it's time for you to take control back of your life and pick yourself up from where you were dropped on your ass, because only you can do that, Gemini. And right now, I get it based on these cards. Some of you are going through some intense emotions. But with this here, it tells me you will get through this. And you will be so wise and so grown. And once you come into that new perspective, that is the key that sets you free. 100%. So, I'm going to draw some advice cards for you guys. Ooh, Gemini, I just feel like you guys, it's all about healing in January. And some of you lost your home. Like, I feel like you were just completely uprooted from everything you know. And just like tossed out. And I hate to be so cold. Like, I always want to be, like, yes, the ex. But, and because I know people cross-watch too, but the Gemini I'm reading for, no, this ex did you so dirty. So if you're a cross-watcher and you're an ex of a Gemini that you didn't do dirty, do not get your feelings hurt and flip out on me because of this reading. This is not talking about you. This is for a Gemini who got burned horribly, was manipulated, was lied to, was led down a path, made all these false promises, and bam, just to be dropped on your ass right at the end and watch your ex run off with somebody else. Yeah, man. So Gemini, like, January is a month for you to take it easy and to make that decision that this ex does not deserve you back. Okay? They don't. They are not worthy of you. I don't care who they are. I don't care if you have children. I don't care if you were married to them. This energy of this reading, no, they do not deserve you back. Not at all. Period. Okay? You need to free yourself. You deserve better than this. And you will get better than this. And if you're trying to get what you truly deserve from this ex, you're going to be waiting your whole life. It's never going to happen. They are not capable of it, okay? So, let's pull some advice cards for you guys. Send love. When dealing with your ex, depending on, again, if you guys have shared resources or you have children or you're going through a divorce, this is saying no matter what they've done, do not return that energy to them, okay? Because that only builds negative karma for you. Even though you may have every right in the world to be horribly nasty to them, don't do it, Gemini. Don't do it. You be you, who you are. Just, don't let them take advantage of you anymore. Don't listen to their bullshit lies. Like, be the beautiful soul that you are. Focus on yourself. Don't hate yourself or think there's something wrong with you because of what this person has done to you or put you through. Okay? Very important for you to focus on love and continue to be a loving soul through this, okay? I know it's difficult, but it will be healing for you, and you'll be so happy that you did later on when you get past this, I promise. Physical outlet. Many of you may need to take up some sort of physical activity to help you release all of this energy, this nervous energy, this emotional energy that you're facing. Maybe take a kickboxing class. Maybe some of you need to take some yoga, maybe a spin class, or join some sort of sport like soccer or volleyball. Maybe take a dance class. Others of you, this is saying if you funnel all this energy maybe into writing a book or a poem or starting a blog or something like that, it will be good and therapeutic for you. So however you can help yourself release all this energy, do it, okay? And with the nature card for you there, it's like you have to move through all of this energy in a very organic way. That's the best way for you. That's the path to wholeness. That's the path to healing for you. And show appreciation. This is not the journey to show any sort of appreciation to the ex. This is about the blessings that still remain in your life. Focus on that, not so much all the betrayal, all the heartache, everything you're experiencing from the ex. Try to focus yourself more on the blessings that still remain in your life, okay? Because if you follow this advice here, it's going to really help lead you to that new perspective that just sets you free, okay? So, Gemini, that is the reading I have for you regarding your ex. I hope that this spoke to you, and for those of you that this resonates 100% all the way down into your soul, please heed the advice from the universe. It will set you free. Like, you don't need anything from your ex for you to move forward.